everybody. Come on in. Come on in. It's not a good day for me because I have to spend money. Money, 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 money. But headed to the bank. I've been putting this off for quite some time for certain personal reasons, but I feel like, you know what, let me get this over with. And you best to believe that damn Miss Kotabear is gonna pay me my damn money back. But let me tell you guys a little briefly about what happened with this situation. So this was back in, I want to say April. I might be wrong, but I know that it was a couple, 2 or a month before high school had let out. And Coda Bear was driving my vehicle back and forth to school, getting her practice in, stuff like that. She had got her license and things, so to become a better driver, I wanted her to practice more, and she would take the side streets and things like that. So she had finally proven that, okay, she could drive. Now, the reason why I let Coda Bear take possession of my vehicle, my car, not the SUV. She is driving my car. Hi, Dee. Good morning. Is because to have purchased her own vehicle and for her to have full coverage insurance on the vehicle at that age, most of you parents know out there, it's top line of every bit of $500 a month. At 18 years old, most 18-year-olds do not have the type of job that us grown folks may have to be able to afford that type of, and that amount of what insurance would cost if we were 18. So I took that burden off of my child and I put her in my vehicle where she is now fully covered to drive my vehicle, and I'm still sitting with two vehicles paying $210 a month for full coverage insurance on both vehicles, right? So that was the best way, the best route for me to go. Also, she does not have a car note because both of my vehicles are paid in full. They are mine. Right? Wonderful world that we live in. You buy, you pay it off, you now own it. So it was the best choice for me to do. However, Dakota was also under some stipulations with driving the vehicle. And this one time she, tried to, she did disobey like the typical 18-year-old, will do. So she decided that she wanted to leave the school and go for lunch. One of the rules was if you choose to do so, she was not allowed to have anybody else in the vehicle because she's a new driver, and I didn't want her to be succumb to any distractions in the vehicle, such as the talking, the radio playing, phones ringing. I needed her to totally focus on the road and the drivers around her. That is the way that I trained her until she become more experience with having company and music and things, and still being able to focus on everything around her in the driving world, because there is a lot to it than just getting behind the wheel and taking off. You have to drive literally for yourself and everybody else out here, which means you have to have offense and defense out here in this world. You have to see things coming. Well, Coda Bear decided at that point that she got hungry, and because she's riding in a slick ass car, you know how it is. Good morning, Native, right? She got the smoke tinted windows, she got the sounds in it, and she cruised at 18. I got my own shit, my own whip. My mama did this, my daddy did that. She never is the type to throw it in your face, but Dakota is the type where she's quiet, but you gonna see her. You understand what I'm saying? She's wearing the clothes. She's got the best shoes on. She's got the purse. So you gonna see her, but she ain't going to put it out there vocally, like some females do. I'm this, I'm that. She's quiet, with her. She's kind of smooth with it. So she went to lunch, and unfortunately, she took along her friend boy, I would like to call it, right? Her friend boy. And to my understanding, as they were getting inside of the vehicle to leave the school parking lot, his brothers, he has three brothers, and they all are a year apart, so they all were in the high school, decided that they wanted to jump into the vehicle as well, with Dakota and her friend boy. Now, at 18, being a female, you can become, you lose, some of your power. You know what I mean? Like, where, hey, you can't get in here. My mama said I can't. A child's not going to do that, right? So I think that she fell under the pressure and became vulnerable. We're like, well, okay, we're just going to the restaurant. I ain't going to say nothing. I'm going to let them get in there. Where that's where my anger and my punishment comes in, that where I needed to make a choice now to take the vehicle away from Dakota because she disobeyed what I said. But I'm always a compromising and understanding parent as well, because I was once 18 before as well. So, instead of her saying get out or stop the car, park the car, take the keys out the car, let them know that, nope, I can't do this, you guys can't go, she continued on with her drive away from the school. Well, she ended up coming outside of the school, where unfortunately another vehicle of boys were occupying this vehicle. Inside this vehicle were a group of boys who were into it with the brothers of her friend boy in the vehicle. So they're jumping out the vehicle. They maneuvered around her, slammed on the brakes, so she was able to hit her brakes, and she's stunned. She's what's going on? To my understanding, she has no idea what's going on. So the boys are, hitting on the car, telling the two guys in the back, the brothers, get y'all butts out the car, and we finna, it's going down, we finna fuck y'all up, so they ready to fight. Okay, long story short, they ready to fight, get in, and then so the two brothers, they never got out the car. So Coda's friend boy, to the statement that I did retrieve, because I had them all write up a statement for me, is pressuring Coda, to bag it up, just bag it up and go around them. So he's trying to get her to go one way. She's got all of this yelling in the back of her head from the boys in the back of the vehicle. She's got 3-4 boys on the outside of the vehicle hitting on the car, demanding that the other two boys jump out the vehicle, whatever. So now she's confused. What do I do? So there's the part B of the story is there's a young lady that was, according to her story, she was sitting behind Kotabear at the time Kotabear put the vehicle into reverse. Kotabear's story is that she saw the vehicle coming up behind us. I can't show you, sweetheart, because this kind of happened in April. But what I am going to show you is that I am at the bank, and I am about to go and pay this accident off. Here's the bank. You see the Chase? You see the Chase Bank? Okay, so that's all I can show you as far as, the accident stuff, because I wasn't there. I was at work. Hey, Rachel. I was at work, and I was ignoring the phone calls because I was really busy in a meeting at that time that Coda Bear was trying to call me to say, Mom, what do I do? When we already had the discussion about what to do if there's an accident. The insurance card is right there. You get out, you start taking your pictures of the vehicle. The police arrive to the scene. You give your statement, bada boom, bada bang. That's pretty much all you can do in an accident, So Coda's story is the young lady was driving up towards the rear end of my vehicle, Coda had already put her reverse lights on, indicating that she needs to back up because she's trying to get away from this altercation that the group of boys in front of her were trying to create. So I said, well, okay, well, what happened next? She says, as the girl kept coming, she assumes that the girl is not paying attention to her trying to back up. So I asked the young lady, I said, were you on your phone? Were you doing, what were you doing? So she says that, no, I was sitting, right there with my foot on the brake. She says, yeah, I saw these group of boys and things jump out on her, but I didn't expect for the car in front of me to bag up. Well, when Coda turned her wheel far to the left, no, to the right, it turned the car with the rear end bumper on the left side into the right side of her bumper, the lower bumper, right? So I'm like, well, okay. At first I wanted to argue it, right? At first I was like, you know what, let's go to court. But then I had to sit back, and it took me some months. Let me evaluate the situation, because sometimes we can take some things and turn them into something so big that is unnecessary to do, than to just say, you know what, let's handle this on our own, which is the road that I took. One, because Dakota is a new driver. I did not want, hey, APZ love, I did not want her being a new driver having any mark on her driver's record because of a fender bender. So I had to take that one for my daughter. I'm not going to do that, Second, is that, up here, probably many other states, you go by points and all of this stuff. And she was in my vehicle at that time, but she was not on my insurance at that time. And I had been procrastinating that. I've been meaning to get to it, and guess what? I didn't get to it in time, so the accident happened. So I had to take that to the chin as well. Like, fuck, had I had her on there, then fine, I'd have went through the insurance and all of that stuff. But that was off the record. So the good news is that I did put her on the insurance of my vehicle 2 days later, So good morning, Karib. Hey, boo. So fast forward, the girls we've been going back and forth now for about maybe 4 months. At some point, she will say some things that makes me bitter, where, I would say some things where, it would be, fuck you. You understand what I'm saying? Because what we're not going to do is threaten me. What we're not going to do is tell me when I'm going to pay you with my money. Third of all, I would tell her, if you have a problem, if you don't want to wait to when I think I feel like want to pay you, and after I'm done reviewing everything. I even had kotabear write me what her version was the story is. Now, the young lady, her name is Diamond. Her version of the stories was completely different, somewhat to kotabear's story, right? In my heart, because I know that when it becomes your child, we try to defend your child at 100%. But me, because I'm a fair person, I'm a very, very fair person about a situation, right? At the end of the day, Dakota did put the car in reverse. Dakota did bag the car up. Whether or not, if this young lady seen Dakota and couldn't avoid her or whatever, I had to chop it up and say, well, Dakota, it was really, like her fault. It's kind of her fault. So I'm like, fine. But I offered the girl, go and get me 3 estimates. This was back in May. School is letting out, May or June. She goes into the dealership, which most people try to do, because they don't know, I want to say hood, or lower budget, lower fare people to go to get your car worked on, right? And it still comes out just the same as what the dealership would have done, right? She goes to 3 goddamn dealerships, right? Coming in with a price of $1,800, $2,800, and $2,100. Absolutely not. Because I wish I had the screen share, because that I can, Alexa, show you the pictures of the bumper to my car and then the bumper to her car, right? I do have that, right? And I got to kind of go in and show it, but I don't even know how to do it from here, because I would show you that, right? So you say, don't cry if you cry. I'm not crying. You say, don't give her money because she's rushing. No, but here's the thing. Like I say, this has been going on since April or May, sometime before school let out for the graduates, right? So here we are now in December, and I decided to give her a call back because I had gave her plenty opportunities. Not only that, I know people here that has the auto shop that she could have taken it to, and I kept saying, well, can you get it there? One time she couldn't make it. Two times she something with her children. The third time it was something with the baby daddy. So she never showed up so that my guy can give me an estimate of what he was going to fix, which would have been probably around about $600-$700, right? Because I'm good people with him, and that's just how you get the credit with people, is, you know, the business that you give them, and you become good with them and they look out for you, right? So she never made those appointments. So I left it alone until you can, you know, kind of meet me halfway with what would be suitable for me to have you recover your vehicle back in the condition that it was. Now, mind you, and this is besides the point, she's driving, I think it's a 80 or 90 something Corolla or whatever, right? And I know a lot of us like to compare that to it, whether if I'm driving a Range Rover compared to a Nova, you know, it's like, well, you know, your car wasn't worth. I was not about to put a $1,800 or $2,100 or $2,800 bumper on her vehicle, knowing that it has depreciated so much in value that it's just there's no, you know. And I'm looking at it like that, right? Like, oh, fuck that. I'm going to put, you know, so, okay. So now I'm asking her, hey, do you feel comfortable with me? You know, I need to recover her vehicle. I'm insured. I'm fine if I drive your car, you know. I need to get it to Chicago. Let me get it to Chicago. I'm definitely finna get her shit fixed, right? And it's going to be way less than the estimate prices that she got from the dealership. She had refused to just go and find an estimate. So, okay, fine. So this is August now. August, I hit her up again. Hey, you can come up to the job. I'm going to throw you $800, right? So she says, oh, well, that's not enough. And you know, and the dealerships wanted, you know, this or this or this. And then what do I do about, you know, so and so? I said, well, that's my final offer. If you don't want that, then go ahead and take us to court. I'm prepared to go to court, you know, because that way it'll be her and Kotabear story up at to the judge to decide, you know, who was wrong in this accident. But I did tell her, if you take me to court on this accident and the judge awards you the amount of damages that you want, I'm telling you now, and I know that I will do some shit like this, baby, I'm only gonna pay you $100 a month. That period, I'm going on a straight payment plan, and I don't give a shit what a damn judge says. The thing is that, are you getting your money? And you ain't gonna get it all if you take me to court, and that's just the game that I fucking play. Period. So she took that all, well, I don't know, and you know, so now here we are in December. I called her 2 weeks ago. I said, because I don't want to take this into a new year, I want to resolve this matter. $1,000 is my final offer. Okay? You know it's Christmas time, right? See, you got to learn how to play the game. And I'm not saying that I played this game intentionally. Let's just say that I know what the fuck I was doing. It's Christmas time. She has 4 children. She is, I think she's about maybe 27, somewhere around there. I'm going to leave the camera rolling when we go into the bank. She's supposed to be here by 10. I'll give her till 10:10 to get here, and if she's not here, then I'm leaving. And then now she's gonna have to wait until I feel like coming back. You can't come to my house to retrieve it. I'm not meeting you anywhere else. And the reason why is because I drafted the letter up, and we're going to get it notarized. So therefore, we can abate this situation, and I don't have to hear from you ever again, because you're not gonna come back 3-4 months later tell me, I said, well, I didn't pay you. So I'm here at the bank so that it can be witnessed and notarized that you have received what we agreed upon. You go your way, I go my way. We don't have to address this situation ever again. But mind you, the girl is somewhere 27 years old, 4 kids, it's Christmas. She did not turn it down. She's like, well, I really want it to be over with. And then she goes, yeah, so I'm just going to take the $1,000. That's exactly what I thought. So that's why I'm here today, to conclude this situation. Now, let's not forget about my vehicle. My vehicle is in Chicago. It is done. It is ready, painted, new bumper on it, ready to go. So I will also be traveling there today to pick my car up. And I had to pay I paid $1,200 for a brand new bumper and everything on the vehicle. So if we add that up, that comes to $2,200. Kotabear is going to pay me back my damn money. I love my kids. Gonna do everything in the world that I can do to keep from situations occurring so that your name and your record that we need to have out here to live on isn't damaged. You don't want to become damaged goods so early in life, because by the time you turn 30 into your 40s, you created a record. You will be judged. There is no ifs and buts about it. Every single business entity out here, commerce, has a requirement that can stop you from retrieving the position or whatever it is that you want to do or have out here. Your credit cards, getting an apartment, getting a loan from the bank, getting a car loan. They all have different requirements. But if you don't have these X's marks on your record, you'll be good to go out here in America. I hear so many people with the complaints about, this happened and this happened. And let me put this on the record. I'm not sitting here saying that I was perfect. What I'm saying is that when I turned 28 on my golden birthday, and I started digging and looking and reading, I'm like, wait a minute, I can't beat America to their game if I'm still doing the shit that I'm doing. I got to beat them to the game. I would refuse to walk up in somebody's bank or trying to establish a mortgage loan or an apartment, accepting to move in on my record. Oh, you won't be able to tell me no, because I won't have no red flags on there. So I don't have any red shit on my freaking marks. So this is what I try to put, in my children. Fuck up all you want to. But baby, when you reach that age of 25, it's time to turn things around. At 18, coming from up underneath the parenting's guidance of your parents, we should know now. So all of the new baby boomers that are being born and brought into this world, it is imperative that you sit them down and express to them how important it is to try your damnness to keep any red marks up off of your goddamn credit. Because you will, and I believe that it is part of why a lot of the American people fall into a depression out here, because you done fucked up at the beginning of your life cycle. Now, as you get older, we have all these bickerments and this going on about why I can't get this and why I can't get that. But when you really look in the mirror and you start reversing the question up to yourself, well, yeah, you had that accident. Well, yeah, you maxed out that fucking credit card. You ain't pay it back. Well, yeah, you stole out the goddamn store. I remember one of the episodes out here was, well, you stole some penny candy out the store. I was called a thief, right? That shit was funny as fuck, though, right? But anywho, right? But however, I've been watching YouTube like really watching YouTube. Yeah, I've been watching so many people, and I listen to all of the shenanigans stuff that they say. Okay, so she says she's here, so let's go get this started. I'm gonna leave y'all on the video. You can stay if you want, so that y'all can hear the transactions. By the way, I'm driving in the F-150 today. Good morning, everybody. So I'm gonna go get this popping, get her paid, be done with it, and today Coda has a track meet, so I'm going up to Whitewater to watch her run today, and then head to Chicago to pick up my car. But y'all let's listen to how this go down, because I really don't remember the date of the accident, so that's why we got to be here. Maybe she's got her paper drafted up and stuff like that, so you know we can get it over with. But let's go. Let's go into the bank. In the bank. If I mute you guys, that's because I might, probably saying it pertaining to my bank account number and all of that stuff. And you guys know how that go. We don't want that all on live. Oh, and baby, when I left Miami, I thought the damn plane landed in the wrong state, y'all. It was so free. It was freezing cold here. So, okay, I'm gonna stop talking to y'all. Y'all just listen. Good morning. I'm good. I'm meeting. Go ahead. A young lady here. You guys have a notary here today?
Hello, I can help you. Okay, thank you. We do, but he's canceled my card yesterday. And, how many pieces are you looking?
Just one. Just something briefly signed between a party and myself.
Okay, but you don't need any witnesses.
No, just needed notary.
Okay.
That's it.
As long as you don't need any witnesses because we can't witness.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, okay, we would have to double check with my manager. She is also a notary, but she's up here. So
Okay.
We'll play by ear.
Okay, that's fine.
But you're still waiting for someone.
Yeah, she said she was here, so I hope she's at the right thing. Yeah.
And I think yesterday, I got a notification on my app that they were trying
I guess while I wait for her, I need to do a withdrawal. Yeah. Oh, geez. And here. I'm looking for it.
You can actually go
Yeah.
right ahead.
and that must be something that they don't know. So that's why I canceled it.
Angry.
And green.
Thank you very much. And Jasmine, how much are you looking for?
1,000.
Jasmine, you get a people amount requested, press green.
Green.
Yeah. Anything else you can do for you today?
Nope, that'll be
Would
it.
you like a balance of the receipt?
Nope, I don't need one.
And how would you like your money back?
You can give me hundreds, that's fine.
Would you like an envelope? Jasmine?
I would. Don't you want to know about my trip in Miami?
Oh yeah! Did you come back already?
Yeah, it was too soon.
That was only a
It
week.
went so fast,
But
but
how did it go?
it was beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hollywood Beach was beautiful. I mean, it was
Were
nice.
you at the beach
I
like the
stayed,
entire time?
I stayed 2 days right by the beach,
Okay.
and then kind of just I went to my uncle's house, and Thanksgiving dinner
Oh, it's
was
the little car.
it was nice.
Yeah.
They got me on something though that kind of made me upset. He did reverse some of the charges, so it was $6 a day.
Yeah, because you said it was like only like
50, no, yeah, exactly. But when I went to lay down, I think the second night I had it, and I was like, let me look at the contract. I don't know, I just clicked on it. It was $10.99 a day for tire replacement fee. It's like, what is that? Like, that's to me, that's a hidden fee. That should already be included, and I'm already driving the car. Had I
That way
known,
you know how much you're actually
had I
paying
known you
for.
was charging this, I'd have had it, put my own tires on there and drove on it, you know. And not only that, I spoke very well with the customer service, right? And she's writing it up, so she says, "Well, you're gonna, are you going past any tolls? I don't live here. Am I going to go past any tolls?" So she says, "Well, where are you going?" I said, "Well, in between Miami and Fort Lauderdale. I'm just right up in there, I-95." So she goes, "Well, yeah, I think you're gonna need tolls." So I'm thinking with the way that she said it, it would be 13.95,
Okay.
and that would cover me unlimited, for the day.
Yeah, yeah,
So I'm looking at the contract. This woman charged me 13.95 per day. I don't spend that much, and I have an iPass. I put $50 on it a month. I probably use it, here and there. But it's just the fact that did I miss something? I thought she said so.
I mean, it's not the price itself. It was too good to be true.
What was so untrue was there was not one single toll.
Oh, so they were charging you for something that you didn't even use. Oh.
And she lives there. And I asked her, I said, well, I'm just going from maybe 20, 40 minutes apart.
Yeah.
Are there any tolls? And she goes, well, yeah, I think you're going to need tolls. You live here. You should know if I'm going to go past tolls. But she put it, yeah, so I was
So
living
they're
so.
refunding you?
He gave me half of the toll fee back. He took like two and a half days off. So I was like, what, fine. But that whole tire thing,
So how much did you ended up?
121.
Okay. I mean, it's still not.
No, I wanted
For a
the
whole
vehicle
week of
for
a
what
car.
I was told what I was going to get it for.
Yeah.
And then replacing the gas. I knew that. But yeah, I was a little livid that day, but I blew it off and went on and finished enjoying, yeah, it was a little bitty car. Well, no, it worked.
But that's
It worked just fine. So, yeah. But next year, I'll probably be.
Are you gonna be going back next?
I'm gonna take the kid. I'm gonna take the family next year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
do an
So
Airbnb
is that
right
gonna
off
be a getaway by yourself
Oceanfront.
as
Yeah, I think that one because they got mad, when I got back. So next
I
year,
need you need a break.
I do. Yeah, I'm gonna make it a
It's not like they're 5
family.
years old.
I know. I'm gonna make it a family thing. I'm gonna reserve Oceanfront Airbnb early, and then
That
probably
way
for
you get a good rate.
literally 3 days is long enough by the beach, though. It's not much, but it's
It's
how.
funny how you say that because, long story short, we went to Colombia last year
Mhm.
and we went to the coast side of it, which everywhere you go we're right across the street from the beach.
Mhm.
We went to the beach the first day we were there with my kids, and then mind you, one of my kids is 8 years old.
Mhm.
But the next day, my aunt wanted to take us to another beach while we were going to the beach.
Yeah.
I was waking up, okay, let's go get ready to go to again.
So I mean,
Mind you,
the
it's
fun.
only the second.
I guess when I got there, because I'm really chilling. I'm having a good time, and the amount of people are down there, and I'm thinking, I see it's a mix of everyone and everybody. Your retirees, you got your young group, you got the.
But was it too crowded?
No, when do they work? Am I the only one that actually? How are y'all
I mean,
able to?
you were on vacation. What are these people doing?
I'm like, it was a massive amount of people,
don't
and
you
I'm
feel
thinking.
that it's the same thing everywhere you go?
I-
I go grocery shopping or do my stuff
Yeah.
on my day off
Yeah.
during the week, but it's usually packed.
It's hundreds of. What do y'all do? I feel like I'm the only one that's working and can't enjoy this lifestyle that you guys are doing.
Yes,
I'm like,
trust
what
me,
in the
sometimes
heck?
I go to a coffee shop to wait for my
It's a
son
lot
to
of
get out
people.
of school, and I see all of these moms like coming in with their kids.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't get it.
I'm
It
only
is
here on
weird.
my day off.
So weird to me. And
Like,
as
how
much
can
as
people
I'm
afford not working?
as much as I'm out and about here in Wisconsin, right? It seems pretty normal to me, right? You may see some this way, some this way. But sitting on that Hollywood beach, I have seen some of every kind of some of every kind. And it's this is some weird shit. What is going on over here? But I get it. It's your opportunity to probably be captured in a movie clip or for this or for that. It was one lady down
It
there.
sounds like too much. Though.
I had a blast though, but yeah, It was crazy. You, hi. You are Diamond. I thought Diamond was Mexican or something.
No.
Really? Okay, I didn't have a letter. Did you write anything up?
No, I emailed it to you.
Okay. All right, that's
I didn't
fine.
want to be rude. And
Okay. I think, because I don't have any paper, so, hi. Yeah, I just need a notary, so we don't have, what happened was, Diamond, what's your last name? Say it again?
Alexander.
Alexander was in an accident with my 18-year-old. Okay, I don't even know when it occurred. This April 5th. So we're gonna catch up something. I just kind of want the notary that both of us was here. I'm paying her off for her accident and be on her. Okay, that's all I want. So she sent me the letter in my email.
Can I see the email?
Yeah, hold on.
It's not signed yet, right?
Rid of you, but I'm trying to get rid of you. And we still cool, okay? This been going on for far too freaking long. Oh boy.
Oh, is this fun?
Yeah, we can go with that. That's fine. Just wasn't sure of the date and stuff, so I kind of wanted the date in on there. It's been a while. So.
And her last name is Harris, correct?
Mitchell.
Mitchell? I thought she had your last name because of your email.
She has both of them.
Okay.
I'll bring my.
So would you like, you want me to write? I'll write Mitchell.
Yeah.
ELL?
ELL.
Yeah, okay.
I did. Oh my God. And that's because I never seen you. I wasn't at the home when you came by the home at first. That time I thought you was a Mexican or something. They did. Where do you work at?
I work in some prey at the daycare.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Just, that's good.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm assuming.
Just make sure to not sign it yet.
Okay. Don't sign it yet. And I appreciate this. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. You guys have the time. Sorry, I didn't check time.
10:16.
10:16. You just need to, so Dakota is your child, right? You just need to write your name.
Me, who is me? on it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just kind of to put it here, I guess. Is that okay? Up a little bit up
where
over
should-
here.
Yeah. You can just like put
Write
it
my
like
name
an
or write over.
arrow and
Okay.
then in parentheses. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Diamond.
if you put the date for here, like
Oh,
today's date.
today's date?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get all this back when Dakota head to the Olympics.
Olympics for?
Dakota's gonna be a track star. Oh yeah, you'll see her on the news, on the TV. She's gonna be there. She's gonna pay me all my money back. And a big house and a nice car and
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what she went to school for?
yeah, yeah, yeah. So
I haven't been to any of the track meets
no.
at all last spring.
Did you go to the coach funeral, the bereavement? You didn't do that? Yeah, she came back for that, and she's pretty close to him.
I personally never knew him.
Yeah,
My siblings, they're
They do.
younger. They
Yeah,
knew who
they-
he was.
I was just glad she was out of that school. As much as I loved the school, I hated the school. I hated it.
I was a little too old to go.
Yeah.
And Diamond,
Yes.
go ahead and sign here. Maybe put your name here, like Diamond
And Frank's
Alexander,
name,
and then
signature.
underneath sign it. Same for you too. Right next to her. Appreciate it.
Da, da, da. I've been signing all week.
Yeah, well, glad both of you guys are here. And everything is true to your knowledge? All right.
Yeah, we're looking for more cards, last year, and we never actually did it cards. So it's been actually expired, but we'll also stay able to.
Here you go, Diamonds.
I still can go like online banking, and just we open the account. And I went this morning and when they went through the opening the account, it says it's not open. So.
Here, yes, sorry for the inconvenience. I can try to see if the system will still allow to do, a status change on that account.
Here you go. You guys need a copy.
I need a copy.
Sure. Here.
Thank you.
I'm gonna put these back just a second.
Da, da, da. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome.
She
My-
did hurdles? She did hurdles, your daughter?
She does hurdles?
Yeah, I'm asking.
No.
No.
No, sprinter. Sprinter. She's running today at 1, so I'm headed out
Oh, indoor,
there.
hopefully.
Yeah, this
Okay.
one is. And this is a very tight, close track, but preliminary, I guess, preliminary and getting them used to run. I don't know, but I support her, so I'm on my way up there. Then I'm headed to Chicago to pick up my car because
Here you
it's
go,
done.
guys. This is the copy. This is yours.
I did yours and I did mine. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Appreciate
Anytime.
it. Yep.
Glad you guys are okay.
Absolutely, yeah. So both cars are done. Yes. I'll see you soon. Bye bye. Okay.
Came back from Chicago.
Are you there?
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Family one day.
Good deal, Jay.
Yeah. Thank you. So yeah, both cars are done. So Merry Christmas. Hey, you're welcome. All done, y'all. All done. that's finalized. Now I got to get my hustle back on, y'all. Oh, Lord, $2,200. And this is why, like I was saying before we got out the vehicle, it's important, to sustain, you know, um, this type of, I don't want to say lifestyle or whatever, but to do, what's right. Alexis, so you think that I should have not paid? What do you think, Alexis? You think I should have not paid? I don't want to put her on the screen, but she's driving a little black SUV, but see, she's got another car, but it's done. See, notarized. She can't come back with nothing on there. Just do it the right way. But Alexis, do you think that I should have not paid? I believe in, settling things out. Let me give you another reason why, Alexa. And don't you tell nobody, Alexis, you promise? You got to say you promise. Tell me you promise not to tell nobody. And I'm going to tell you another reason why, secretly. Why? Go ahead. I'm waiting. Y'all hit the like button for One Papoose. Doing the right thing, settling out a situation that occurred, some time ago. That's just me. I'm waiting on Alexis. Alexis, let me tell you why. Because I happen to be one of those people, one of those citizens in the United States of America where I don't like my name. You promise? Okay. I don't like my name or my family name all up in the courts and oh shit, hold on y'all, and stuff like that. I don't like it. Now I know that there'll be traces for this, but it won't be. Oh Lord, somebody tried to call me. So I do the minimum. I do the least, so that not trying to think like how should I say this? Not trying to think like a secluded person, but I try to stay off the grid if you can read between the lines as much as possible. As much as possible. Another reason is, and I know that you're out here in the comments kind of looking around on the YouTube area, right? Now this right here, I'm okay with dig it up, look it up, pull it up, talk about it, post about it or whatever, right? But what you gonna post about, if you choose to post about it, is how I was able, to take care and handle business because of how, I'm living and doing my life. You understand what I'm saying? I don't have this situation up underneath the umbrella anymore. It's gone. I'm able to handle it, right? Could have handled it back then. It's just that some things happen in between where she would piss me off a little bit and I'll get anal on her ass, and it's like, now you gonna wait, period, and then the altercation of her and my daughter saying that she was this, she was that. Now you piss me off some more. Now you're gonna wait. So throughout this process, I was anal. Hey, at the end of the day, I call the shots on my money. I call the shots, not you. I didn't care at that point where, because you were upset, and I get it that your car got to be fixed and woo, 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 but let's do it respectfully. And she had lost some of the respect, right? And I was like, well, guess what? You gonna sit on the back burner. You gonna wait till I get ready to goddamn move. But a lot of stuff that you say or do or whatever, YouTube is crazy with the people that uses YouTube. Is crazy with it. These people feel like digging up everything about you is healthy for them, and it's going to tear you down or demolish you. I don't understand that shit. I done seen so many people go and look up this or this or that. The prosecution of the public. That's some sick ass shit if I ain't never seen it in my damn life. The prosecution of the government. I mean, of the people. That's what I like to call them. Who in the fuck? I be looking at these people pull up people shit. Even mine's though. Even mine's Alexis, right? When it pulled up this and put the house up, put the babies up. What the fuck are you going to do about that? What you should be bragging about, or since you want to take putting up the house and try to demolish somebody about it, talk about the part of it's a mortgage. Talk about the part of how you have to, the requirements that you need to obtain a fucking mortgage. They don't want to do that. It's like, I'm gonna put your house up. Put it up for what? You ain't coming in that front door, and if you do, you ain't going out the motherfucking back. It's just that simple. But I don't understand that element of to the method of their madness. I'm gonna put your baby up. Oh, you sleeping with your grandson. What in the fuck is wrong with American fuck freaking people? And I sat back and I laughed and I laughed and I laughed. So, I'm just mindful of me when it come out here. There's a lot of stuff that I would love to share and have you guys follow me on and throughout my day and stuff, but those are good things. Seems like the people are not interested in hearing about the good things. They want to know the bad and fucked up things that a person may have done. I'm like, what? I am not in an agreement of anybody using anybody past history from years ago to gain some type of awardmanship for themselves. When they shit is fucked up, that shit eats me up on the inside. So it's like, go sit down somewhere. You're all fucked up too. At some point in our lives, so I think what I'm saying, coming from childhood up until your early adult, livelihood, 25, you're gonna do some things that is not right. What is appeasing to others may not be appeasing to you. But everybody's going to test the waters out here. The question is, after you test the waters and it did you no good, what are you going to do now to change your life around to make everything, just right? Just do it right. I find that doing it right is way more goddamn better. I ain't gonna lie. And I know that they say, we eat out here and you eat off the white man's plate and you do this and you do that. But sometimes you just got to get inside their world and then learn how to beat them at their own game. For example, before I got out the vehicle, I just told you guys, there's no way, nowhere that I can walk to somewhere and they decline me. If they're declining me, I will basically come at them just on discriminating act alone, because all of my other credentials that is required, I have my I's dotted and my T's crossed. And that comes from me working my ass off. So other than them saying that, oh, you're black and we can't give it to you, they would have no other reason, which that is no reason to not do it, but we know some would do so. But to beat them at their freaking game, at the rules that they established, the laws that they made, do what you say do. You ain't finna catch me. That doesn't mean that I'm out here acting like I'm a slave to the fucking law. It doesn't mean that. That means that, cool, we finna do it your way. Because ain't no fucking way in the world that I should be getting in trouble or getting declined on any basis, because I'm doing it y'all way now. So what's the problem? But I know a lot of people, kind of, don't want to see it that way. Oh, and you do this and you do that because of the white man and the white man and the white man. Well, according to the statistics of what I have been seeing here lately, there are more black people incarcerated than it is The whites. That's what they've been saying out here. Even though I think that the scale is balanced, it may be 50-50 or, 80 to 60 or somewhere in there. But however, that's all what we've been crying about throughout this last 10 years of history build that I've been watching. Look at it and look at that. Okay, you say the speed limit is 70. Guess what? I'm going to do 70. Fuck it. 'Cause I don't want no damn ticket. It's just that us black people are so special and unique. And yes, we're tired of it being said that the white control this and the white control that. And at the end of the day, it's not going to not happen. It's going to forever be that way. Look at what you're going on. Look what's going on with your black mayors. None of them could do right. They all down there like hogs in a motherfucking mud pile. Just crazy than a motherfucker. Look at what they did to, well, I don't, I guess they say Kamala, your presidential candidates, right? They say she's not black. I don't know. She looks black to me. It is what it is. She may have a little mixture of something up in her, right? But look at all of the black people that voted against her. Was she trying to do it right, or was she going to be able to fix the country and do it right? I don't know. Maybe so. Maybe so. I don't know. But this shit is crazy. Black people, I love you. Know that. But I don't like you like that. Just know that part. We won't stop. We won't find the right or the political or the spiritual way to achieve all of the achievements that we want. We just won't do it. We just gonna keep on battering shamefully, just hurting each other out here, and it's just ridiculous. And I'm not saying that the white folks or the other what races of people don't do so, but it's just so highly known within the black race, and it is sickening. I watch it on this YouTube. I watch it, you guys. I'm over there in the Homoville going on over there. All them damn homos over there is just, it's ridiculous. It's crazy. It's crazy. I pretty much says, well, okay, let us accept the gay. The law says, you can't do the hate crime. You can't don't do this. Just don't do it, right? They ain't got to live with you. But after I go over and look at the homo shit going on over there with this damn Shamar boy and this Tommy boy and this what's his name? Cool, or all the people over there. Them motherfuckers is a whole goddamn nutcase. Just nutty than a motherfucker. And they all are broke. They all are on YouTube bragging, begging, you name it. I ain't gonna lie, some of the shit be funny as hell. They need money for their rent. They need this and this and that. But I'm like, well, if you can get up, they prostituting all across the goddamn states. They flying everywhere because they prostituting undercover or on the back page or whatever, like that show that go catch them people that invite the people out. That's the type of shit they over there doing just to get their damn rent paid. And you know what else disgusts me about these people? They call on God. They call on God. They call on God, and I'll be over there. If you're not doing the things that is said under God's law, what makes you think that God is going to adhere to some of the things that you want or freaking need in life? What makes these people think? I mean, if it's happening that way, then I'm confused about the God that they say we serve, even though I do understand the forgiveness of wrongful doing under God's law. I do understand all of that, right? But what I think that these people lapse in understanding of the type of God that people serve is that I think that they feel as if they are better than others to manipulate the situation to have people believe that this is okay with what they're doing. I'm still going to fathom my place of where all of us would love to go, and that's heaven. But they X out the factor of reaping what they sow. So if you think that what you're doing is going to get a pass without any reap of what you're sowing over there, then I'd be sitting over there saying, then you guys are mad and mistaken. It comes in all shape, forms, of fashion. Debt, you're broke, you're having sex with the same sex, you're stealing from people, you're manipulating people, so what makes you think that you're not going to pay for those type of eventful things that they feel like is rightful to do, to people? Not only that, and underneath the umbrella of using God, I can't understand. It's like, but I be over there, y'all, laughing my ass off, and I was like, this is all about some sexual encounterness with each other. And he was my boyfriend, I was my boyfriend, I was my boyfriend. Today they boys, tomorrow they girls, and this and this and that. Everybody, I'm not hating on this shit thing about this whole damn Shamar boy, but you got to be in your crazy ass man to think that that boy is about to be the next high riser of freaking R&B or rap or any other goddamn thing. He right over there in them little ghetto ass shops under them little low budget ass label companies who makes money too, so it is what it is. But that damn boy is more into finding a particular love factor that appeases him and makes him happy. It's a total basket of insecurity shit going on and all of that stuff, so I be laughing at the other boy. Y'all, that shit over there is a hot mess. Now this damn mayor stuff with this super mayor Tiffany Henyard, I've been following that right long, as about as everybody else when it first came out into the opening. One thing that I do find is wrong that's about it, and I'm ashamed, I have to say it, I'm put it on the record, I'm ashamed of American people. I really am, because of the simple fact that she has not been convicted of anything. And the fact that, and I get it, it's because of a lot of the citizens do not trust the justice system, and I understand that. So we have now moved to a new century of letting the people decide the consequences for an individual. And at some point, the voices should be heard. But do we crucify them publicly without that person actually going through what everybody back in the 1600s, 1700s, 1800s desired for, and that was for a court of law, so that a person's situation can be heard in all fairness, with a juror or not, right? She's not getting that. She is publicly being crucified. Okay, does she have a rap sheet of things that had occurred in her life from years ago? Yes, she do. See, we have what I deal with, that no matter what a person has done, 10 or 20, you're not allowed to use that. You're only allowed to attack situation that is brought forth you from today. You can't compound stuff to get your answer to crucify. But the American people can't get away from that. What did the person do today? Now, I'm going to make this short because I'm getting ready to get off of here, because I have to be in Whitewater by 1 o'clock, and I have to, go get my stuff together and little snacks and my chair and all of that stuff, right? But I want to say this. I don't like it. However, I don't allow it to take over my personal feelings about the situation. I did not like the caucus. They did do some conspiratory shit against that woman. They did have a party beforehand that filled up that Chicago, whatever it was, stadium or whatever, with that, what's his name, monopolist or whatever, people first. So there was no way There was no opportunity, no chance in hell for anybody else that was outside that came at the time that that meeting was supposed to start, because the gym or whatever it is was already filled to capacity. So if there was a prior event that was supposed to go on and simultaneously dealing with a caucus, it would have been all right fairness to empty out that party of people and restart the clock of what time that caucus was supposed to start, to allow everybody in that chooses to have a vote. And I'm sorry, but I am not sorry that I am going to agree with Tiffany, even with whatever her mishaps are as being a mayor or a supervisor down there. Those people were deprived of their voting rights. But you got all of these people out here happy than two motherfucking sissy donkeys, saying that, oh, well, it's right. But if you put yourself in those shoes of those people who did not fight democracy to have the right to vote, and you're okay with that, and to my understanding, something is not going up to the elevator in your fucking head. And that's just how I'm going to stand on that. Wrong is wrong, right is right. It could have been you. It could be you next time, where you want to be involved in something and you're not able to cast your vote. American people fought hard for everybody to cast a vote. Now that those votes were taken away due to the misconception or the misunderstanding of, was there a meeting, a party first, a celebration first that filled up that room with all of Napias or whatever his name in the NFL? People first that gained the capacity of that gym. Those people were not forced to leave because that event was over. And then the doors reopen up to fill again with the next event called a caucus. I think that what Tiffany is doing is the right thing to do. It is being said that there were a lot of people in there that vocally voted yes, because it was a vocal vote that does not even live there. And I sure do hope that they go through every single person that was there. And this is the only reason why that I would prefer to see it disqualified with the commissioner or whoever that lady is that's down there, since Tiffany has brought this up, back up, and she wants answers to it. And rightfully so, she should get those answers. That they're going to find some people that was not eligible to be in that township fucking meeting. They're going to find them. And I do hope that is disqualified. I do believe that it should have been, if you're going to do the caucus, and I get it, nothing's fair about the caucus. It is what it is. He called it. He was this person. He can do this and he can do that. I hope they find it to disqualify it and do the caucus all over again, because that's the only thing that she asked for, was for it to be done right. That was it. She just asked for this, do it right. How are you going to, and people say, well, you get what you get. You lock people out too, but she didn't lock people out pertaining to having a vote. Every Tuesday she's there or whatever, having this open citizen public speaking. Nobody from the news, nobody from these low budget news people coming in there, filming anything out here to the world of how Tiffany was being treated when she would speak up in there. And I don't know what country does these it's 4 black women is the reign fucking leaders when it comes to those damn meetings. They blah 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 blah. One of them walks around with the wheelchair thing, with the wheel walker, right? Got more mouth than a goddamn sunflower have seeds. She should have been banned from up in them damn meetings. Disruptive, discombobulated, rude as fuck. But you only saw this and you see this type of shit going on in these black ass fucking communities, these black meetings, all this. Had those black ass women, had they ass up there where the senators and things are holding these fucking meetings where they're fighting over the same shit, misuse of funds, misuse of taxes, this law, that law, over here, you can't do. Had they been there, they'd have evacuated that motherfucking loudmouth ass woman in that goddamn walking chair down there. She'd have been the first one up out of there. See, they go where they can get away with it at, right? Black on black hostility is what I called it. She was right. Rightfully so. And I get it that she is a mayor and you're supposed to have a particular type of level of standards at so. But there ain't no way in the world that you're going to tell me that all of these Americans agree with dehumanizing a motherfucker? Are you insane? They were poking at her. How many times is she going to sit there and allow X, Y, and Z to steady call her names? To make what she believes false accusations against her, because you're not going to take it. So you all just wanted her to just stay humble with a situation, and she just had to get all these needles pricks all up in her by a bunch of women. Some of them probably don't live there, just coming there to be vocal and seen on these social media sites. But yet then you wanted her to just sit there with her hands full. And I'm not taking up for her either. Let's get that correct. I'm talking about humanity, and what's right is right and wrong is wrong. You would not want it to happen to you. So the best thing that those people could have done, being invited, or as they say, this is our building. To sit up in there and say the things that they say. Rightfully so. If she is doing it, I will fucking put a lawsuit on them too. You're not about to do this shit to me. So that's what I like about her. I like the fact that she is a fighter. Right or wrong, she is a fighter. She has not fallen down yet from any of them. Now, I don't know if many of you guys remember the fact where they went and got Lightfoot to do her investigation on a lot of things. I don't know how many of y'all go tune in and pull up the board, I think from 2 days ago, with Brandon Harris or Harris. That's the mayor in Chicago. And listen to the shit that they had to say about Lori Lightfoot. I listened to my mom. She's a Chicagoan registered voter. She does her homework pretty much on